gonna show you how to do a regular dumbbell row. First things first, probably one of the biggest problems to see with this is people don't know how to set themselves up for it. So I like to do it, I don't like much 45-degree angle. I like to get my back as parallel to the ground as possible. And there are a few ways to do that. You know, brace yourself off of something, foot stance, whatever. If you have a hard time with it, getting set up for it, one of the easiest ways to do it is just to use an incline bench. Put it on an incline. That way, leg here, get this leg out of the way because you're gonna be rowing with that leg. Brace your hand here, arch your back, chest up, sink your butt back, and then you're kind of almost parallel to the ground. So all you have to do from here is just pull straight up. So when you do it, the actual row, you want to pull the dumbbell across the hip. A lot of people pull really high like this. You want to come back here. Make sure, I always say, try to get your hand or the top of the dumbbell across the hip. So you would, and when you stretch out, open your shoulder blade, but don't tilt like this. Keep everything square, drop your shoulder. If you were to do it in 2 steps, if you guys have seen the 2-step video, it's 1 and then 2 would be back here. Don't straighten the arm, don't have the knuckles pointing at the back wall. The knuckles should be trying to point at the ground as much as possible. So you just come down, 1, 2, and then in one movement, it's just like that. Push your chest out when you pull. Some people don't know how to bring their shoulder blades back exaggeratingly. So pushing your chest out will help you exaggerate that. Another way to do this, my preferred method, is just to brace yourself off the rack. So you would come back, you'll just come down. I usually say to plant your feet square, which I'll show you in a minute. So for foot placement, if I have my hand on the rack here, my feet are about like this. I can keep them like that because I can still pull across my hip, but if I need more room, just whatever side I'm working, I'll put that foot back a little bit. But see how I keep them wide like this? I don't have them together like this. That's uncomfortable. That doesn't work. And push your hips back. You have to be a little flexible in the hamstrings. But push your hips back until you're almost parallel to the ground. And then from there, you can pull straight up just like this. Same thing, pull across the hip or close. A neutral grip is fine. By neutral, I mean this. I like to do like a 45 like that. And the shoulder blade up, pull through just like that. Now I'm not twisting. I'm just getting that shoulder blade back and pulling back like this. Down, up. So get set up. I can get staggered if I want. I can still do the movement with my feet together. If you gotta get staggered, that's fine. Bring this foot up, bring this foot back. Get your butt back. You want your back to be as parallel to the ground as possible. Right here, like I said, I like to do a 45-degree. I don't like to do a neutral. Shoulder blade, push your chest through. Just like that. See how I'm pulling back across my hip and my leg? I'm not pulling up here like this. Down through here. So keep your body square, open up the shoulder, drop the shoulder, bring up the shoulder, push out the chest, and drive the elbow through. Try to do that all in one step. Shoulder up, through. Now all at one time. And like I said, keep the knuckles towards the ground as best as possible. Don't start stiff arming like that because that's completely different. If you were to look under me facing up, it should start here and look like you're pulling down here. But when you do that, don't pull and bring your shoulder flat. That's a mistake a lot of people make because they think about moving the weight. So they curve their body to try to get that dumbbell up. In fact, it should feel like your body's moving opposite of the direction you're pulling. Kind of. So if I'm pulling this way, I'm pushing my chest out and coming this way, because remember, contracting the back means all this comes together. So if you're doing this when pulling, you're almost stretching the back out as you're trying to pull the weight. Once again, as you pull, shoulder blade, drive your arm through, push that chest out, exaggerate it, push that chest out like that. If you see how my body's kind of coming up when I row, I'm not forcing that. As you contract your back and push your chest out, it'll make you come up. So that's all natural. That all happens as you do the movement correctly.